welcome to the first video of the new year. I figured the best way to start the year is with a studio clean out video. Basically, I'm pretty good at keeping the outside of my studio tidy and clean looking, but then once you get into the cubbies and closets, they kind of turn into chaos. And is this some kind of analogy for the type of person I am? Maybe. The main areas that I'm going to be focusing on in this video are going to be underneath this cutting table, inside the cubbies, inside basically all of my drawers, my little mini closet, and then also my major closet, but like not all of it, just kind of like some areas of it. I'd like to go through everything and then kind of like break them up into sections or piles where, like with a donation or sell pile, straight up garbage, which honestly won't even be a pile, it's just gonna go to the garbage or recycle bin. And then finally, the things that I wanna keep, I want to actually like start organizing as I'm going through things and deciding to keep them. This right here is fabric that we're gonna go through. Those are corsets. Half of them need to be deboned for parts, and then, you know, whatever with the stuff I can't have. Excuse you, ring light. Excuse you. This stuff is not gonna change because, let's be honest, that's all Lady Gaga costumes. Floral, Team Rocket, there's nothing to change there. We're gonna figure it out together. And this wall is good to me. This is good. This is fine. The very first problem I decided to solve was clearing out this walkway of these hoops hanging like right there. And to do this, I installed some coat hangers behind all of my garments, and then I hung my hoops onto these hangers. Editing Casey here. So I lost the footage of me organizing all of my beads and rhinestones and things. I will have a little reveal at the end of this video that will show all of the befores and afters, but I don't have the time lapse of me organizing those. If you have questions about how I organize them, please feel free to ask below. But I guess let's move on to the bulk of what I was doing, and that is my fabric. To start, I just pulled out the cubbies and I started placing the items that were in the cubbies into piles. Once I had an idea of what I was keeping, I started rolling the fabric onto boards. I saw this on Lady Rebecca Fashion's studio cleanup video and thought it was brilliant. I decided to try to reuse as much material as I had, so I cut up these cubes that I will no longer be using, as well as cardboard fabric bolts. I also finally went through that one little drawer that contained old sewing pins and perfectly good safety pins, and pulled the pins from that to pin my fabric onto itself when it was on the board, and then placed the fabric on the shelf. Then I decided the troll floor life was just not for me, so I moved on to my cutting table and began the process of rolling all of this fabric onto boards.
is it, your box? Come show me your box.
My butt is right.
Yeah, Eva, that's your box.
Alright, so this is where I'm at for now. Don't mind my trash bag on the side. Basically, this is this whole side of Cubby's fabric. This is all just stuff that I have no plans for. On this side of the studio, where I do have lots of cubbies, there is a mixture of things where, like, I have a whole cubby dedicated to fabric that I feel like I could use for corsetry. Yeah. So basically, I don't know what I want to do with this yet. We'll figure it out. Eva is just going to be the star of this video. You guys are just stuck with it. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because she just, every time I get close to the floor, she wants to come over. This is wild. Okay. Yeah, so I have some empty ones, and then I have some like this that she's just trying to run into, where I have plans, or I had, and now I don't know what my plans are. So we're gonna bolt all of this kind of stuff. That's empty. I just went in that one. This will get bolted up and put over on that side. And we're just gonna go from, oh my gosh, we're closing that one real fast. So yeah, when we come back from getting bagels, that's what we're gonna do, is tackle this half.
Bagels!
This is what I'm dealing with right now. I haven't even gone through 2 of the cubbies.
Eva!
This is from our photo shoot at Amanda's house with Alex when we did the telephone look, and it's time to say goodbye to her. She gave me a good run. You did good, girl. You survived New York Comic Con, Dragon Con 3 times?
3 times.
And a photo shoot. Goodbye. I'm not gonna kiss you. No.
I'll kiss her.
She'll kiss the camera though. Mwah. Alright, so we're gonna use this dress form for my Merida wig because I think that I really need to visually see that I have the things for this dress and this costume to really start deciding if I'm gonna make it. If you would like to see me make Merida's park dress, I'll put a picture like right here. If you would like to see me make this, please comment below. I can totally be convinced to do it if enough people tell me to. Because I already want to do it. I just have to do it. So anyway, maybe by having her up on the wall, we will manifest this costume together. Plus, she's gonna look so cute up there. We got Ariel. We'll probably put Belle back up when she's all cleaned up. Okay, so I have this this gray tote full of fabric that I'm gonna go through and decide what I would like to donate, sell, or keep. And then also if there's scraps of things that I think should just get thrown away that I held on to for whatever reason. So that's what I'm gonna do, and whatever I keep will get added to our little fabric-y storage here in this side of my studio, and then whatever I decide goes, I will decide from there. Something that I want to do in this is fabric that I'm keeping that I know I have a specific project for. I'm going to tell you what that project is for. If you like that idea, you can tell me below, that's a really good costume, I'd love to see you make that. You don't have to, but it'd be really helpful and really cool. So if I mention a costume and you're like, yes, then yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna just get to it. Okay, so I actually bought this fabric to do Louis and Lestat from Interview with a Vampire. So this is actually Louis' fabric. The Lestat fabric is a blue velvet that I have in my closet that I'm also keeping. So I'm totally keeping this. This is going to be on my to make list someday for Toby and I. But when, who knows, but I'm keeping this. Keep. Okay, so I bought this a long time ago to do a Daenerys Targaryen cosplay that from the 6th season or 7th season, I think. I'll leave an image on the screen. And I still have the wig I purchased with this too, so I am gonna hold on to this. This is gonna be a someday project. I guess I just will hold on to these someday projects until they turn into never happening. But with that being said, this is the keep pile. And this is the donate or sell. I'm still not sure about selling. I'll just be really honest. A lot of this stuff is just crap. I have a lot of polyester linings that are not great. And I think it would be just in my best bet to donate them. And then some lovely sewist can get them dirt cheap and have something to try to sew with. But this is all donation pile. This is all needs to go on bolts. So does this. And then we will start looking underneath the table. So this fabric I purchased a lot of. I think I have, do I have a thing on it? I think I have around 10 yards of it, maybe more. I got this so that I could do my own kind of high fashion couture version of the Evil Queen from the Evil Queen from Snow White. It's inspired by Alexander McQueen, and I actually did a sketch on it, and so I'll just kind of put the sketch here so you can see, but that's what this fabric is for, and that will happen one day for sure. And then finally, if you saw, I don't know the order this is going in, but yesterday, 2 days ago, I showed you all a Merida wig, and this is the fabric for the Merida gown that I would like to make. This is velvet. I want to make it based off of the park dresses. So this is that velvet, and we're gonna keep this, obviously. All right, now that I've cleaned out kind of the bolts and I've separated things, I am going to place the bolts of fabric down the hall in my spare bedroom. So I'll be right back and go do that, and then we can go through these boxes. Oh, I'll show you what I'm keeping so far. Okay, so this stuff on the table is gonna actually, this lace here, all of this is gonna go in the drawers below, or they'll get bolted. I haven't really figured or decided yet, but this is gonna get put on a bolt, on a smaller bolt that's gonna go on this side here. And the reason is this is only like 2.5 or 3 yards, so there's no point in it taking up an entire thing of fabric. This needs to get put on one of those as well. And now this hot mess, which isn't that bad honestly, is all going down the hall. So yay! So this fabric right here is all gonna get put on boards of some kind. I might try to break up some of those, or I will still break up a couple of my little boxes because we're obviously gonna take up more space on this wall. But this is all getting put on this shelving unit here. And then these are the laces, and this is literally all lace except for one cut of velvet, and I'm gonna put that back into the plastic box that is down below this table, and that will be kind of a like lace drawer. And then there's still 2 other drawers that I can use that I think I'm gonna put polyfill in. And then I spent a bunch of time making this drawer, which has all these like lace things in it and then like lace on the back. But I might put that into one of those drawers down there and add a few more of these spools that I have that I've set aside for a project that I know I'm not using, but I've just kept it there. So we'll see. I'll show you kind of what I decide, but we're getting close to being done with the fabric. And if you're curious, this is the donate pile. It's not as much as I thought, but it's also like a good amount, I think. Okay, so right now all I need to do is take these couple of patterns that are here and put them in this tote. This box is a Simplicity Premium On Demand pattern. So like this is a pattern, and I'll show you, I'll just pull out a little bit of it. It's big. It's like printed like this. So you see it's like the size of that box. So I've just been keeping it in the box. It's probably not the most organized or neat looking anything, but whatever. Oh, look what's on top. Sikizo. I need to digitize this. This is high up on my priority list. I just haven't. It means I would, digitizing it means like I would need an entire like 3 or 4 days, but I'll do it someday, eventually. These are only my like historical costuming or like patterns that I know for a fact I'm going to use, versus like in my attic I have a pretty large tote, maybe 2 totes of patterns that are all the other patterns I've had. I don't want to let go of them, that's all. So this is basically done. Oh, and then this bottom box, and eventually I'll have a better way of like storing all this stuff. Right now I just keep them in boxes. This is prints. So these are my prints. These are the ones that I sell at conventions, so yeah. We will fill this book soon. This last one is actually undergarments. These are corsets, bloomers, shifts, things like that. And some of them I need to keep, and some of them I need to deconstruct for the purpose of saving the bones and like the metal pieces, like the hardware, and then the rest of it I will likely recycle or throw away depending on what it is, you know. So let's do that. This is an Edordium corset, so it doesn't actually fit in here, so I just always lay it on top. And then same with my bum roll, like doesn't exactly fit, so they kind of just hang out. I haven't really thought of a better way to store either of them, but yeah. So this box is a complete kind of chaos box. It has a lot of corsetry supplies and a bunch of other stuff too, like elastic. So we're gonna do the best we can, and if I come up with other solutions for the things in here, I will totally do something with them. Otherwise, we're just gonna basically make this organized versus not, and possibly throwing out things that I don't use. So, yeah. Have one more space to clean, and that is this top half up here. I didn't really go into detail, but the bottom half is basically organized. Like, I haven't really touched it since I put everything down there, and like, besides getting my hot glue gun out and finding paint every now and then, there's just not a lot that needs to be done. But this up here, the major thing I want to do is actually take my iron out of here and put it on my cart over there. I also, I really need to find a home for these. These are like little traveling wig things. They really do take up a lot of space in a closet when they're like this, and so I need to find somewhere for these. I have a bunch of acrylic, these acrylic things that I've been using to store my wigs in. I say a bunch, I have 8 left, and honestly, these things might be able to go down that way. I have all this paper that I don't use that I'm just gonna donate. This Kodak paper, I don't know why I keep it, to be honest. I'm never printing my own pictures. All right, that's going in the donation pile. Cool. And then just figuring out a better way to store these, I guess. They're just hanging out. So, it's not the worst. Oh, on this top drawer, this top area. These actually, I normally, and I should just put hangers up and hang them on my wall, because they normally go where my garland is. I have garland above my sewing area, and they normally live there. Actually, I have an idea. last thing to do is to vacuum. Yes! Yeah! Woo! Thank you all so much for watching this video. I already feel better about starting new projects in my space. And next week, I'm giving you the updated studio tour that everybody has been asking for. Obviously, things have changed in the last 3 years from moving in here. Now, if you don't want to wait until next week to get the updated studio tour, you can head on over to patreon.com/CaseyReneeCosplay. That's our members only website where you can join our Patreon family and get exclusive content like monthly sewing vlogs, early access to videos, digital patterns, and you can get access to our family Discord server where I update on projects and research in real time. The studio tour video is live as of this video being live on YouTube, so if you would like early access, you can head on over there. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching this video. Without you watching these videos and interacting with my channel, I really couldn't make these beautiful costumes that I dream of become a reality. So thank you so much. And until next time, may all your dreams come true.
This is my spot now.
Toby's helping me.
Eva's helping me.
They're both helping.
We're helping!
And they're
We're
all
helping!
weird way.